Hey, yo, it's your girl FARO, and when I drip, you sip. Welcome to my Matrix. What up, peeps? I'm back. It's been a while. Per usual, I'll get better at this. Anyway, let's get right to the point. Today was Candace Owens' return to her podcast. She was away for like a week, and she took some time out to mourn her friend's death, Charlie Kirk. Now, I know that some of you could care less about Candace Owens, and I know some of you could care less about Charlie Kirk, which is why I'm making this episode. Because despite your feelings on these people, right? The truth is, something really bad happened to someone that was undeserving of it. It doesn't matter what people say. You can say the worst things in the planet. You can say like the harshest things ever. That doesn't mean that someone deserves to die over it. It just doesn't. I'm a strong believer of eye for an eye. I'm a strong believer in the fact that human beings are not perfect. And for some reason, I don't know if you've noticed, but we're expected to be perfect. I don't know who said that we need to be perfect. I really don't know where the hell that idea came from. Like that we can't make mistakes, or like when you fuck up and go to jail, like you still need to like pay for that shit, or, like really like suffer like right after completing your sentence. I just don't get it. Like that's what the hell jail is for. But anyway, that's a whole different topic. Let's just focus on this video, which I really want to bring to your attention because it's super important. It highlights something that's super weird and something that, you know, only Candace Owens can uncover. So thank God, literally, for Candace Owens, because she seems to be the only reason why Charlie Kirk is getting any justice. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Let me just add some context before I start this video, and we'll watch it together. So this guy, I don't know who he is. I think his name is Matt. He appears to be close, or was close, to Charlie Kirk, and part of the whole Turning Point USA organization. He has a dad who is a pastor. Now, this pastor is giving a speech in church, and he's highlighting events that took place, the events that concerned Charlie Kirk's death, and he's taken a moment to speak on his son and how his son reacted to Charlie Kirk's death and the events that transpired. And it's just a little weird. It's just weird. Because there are some things that are said that are just a little off. But anyway, let's just get right to it, okay?
First, let's hear his daddy's version of the events. Take it away, Pastor McCoy.
As a father, I want to protect my son. And I thought, I got a plan for you, son. He said, Dad, that's not Charlie's plan. And you know what? I'm looking at my son who's 24 years old. Justin's the CFO, chief financial officer, and Mikey's the chief of staff. And I'm watching, the minute Charlie was shot, he called me, says, Dad, Charlie's been shot in the neck. Please call every pastor and pray.
Okay, so like this is the first weird thing that comes out of this guy's mouth, right? I saw in the comments someone said this, and it was so true. Like, who knew that Charlie Kirk was shot in the neck? I mean, I didn't. I know when he got shot, I just assumed that he got shot in the head or, in his body. Like, I don't know. I just didn't assume that he got shot in the neck. That's just such a particular place to be shot. You feel me? Like, which makes it even weirder. This shot was clean, super clean. If you've seen the video, you know that is an assassination. There is no doubt about it. It's not some crazy ass person getting on a roof and taking a shot at someone that they can't stand for whatever the hell they said. No. I mean, if you're smart or have a little common sense, you would know that all of that the media is portraying, all of the information that the media is giving you is not accurate. It is kind of baloney. Like, dead ass. Like, what the do you really expect me to believe that some random trans white dude got on the roof and took a shot at one of the most popular figures in a while in politics, and took such a clean shot that it just hit him in the neck so precisely that the blood took a minute to release, right? That's a hit. Like, you ever play Hitman, Agent 47? Like, that's on some secret agent you feel me? Right? But anyway, like I was saying, none of us knew that the guy got shot in the neck. I mean, I thought he probably got shot in the head or the chest or whatever. But anyway, you'll see why that's important.
It's okay, son. He has wits about him. He was just directing. He had blood all over him. And
two things I want you to remember here. You may have caught that, but he said, I was watching. And the minute Charlie got shot, he called, and Mikey McCoy says to his dad, Charlie's been shot, pray for him. He says the minute, maybe he's being a little hyperbolic. We're going to find out. I'd certainly like to find out. But he stops himself. He says, I was watching. Watching what exactly? What were you watching? I want to remember that. It's rubbing me the wrong way. And I'm going to tell you why that's rubbing me the wrong way in a little bit. But the bigger thing is that he says Mikey had blood all over him. Except Mikey did not have blood anywhere near him because Mikey was behind the tent when Charlie got shot. And Mikey, in less than a second, does something that I find to be quite strange. He puts his phone to his ear and he begins a conversation. So we're going to watch that clip in its entirety. Mark is going to bring it in.
Look, black dude was out of there. He was like, them shots. You saw that?
So we decided to slow this clip down, and we're going to watch this clip slow down so you can see that it is exactly 834 milliseconds from the time that you hear the shot. That is how long it takes.
Look at this
for
guy.
Mikey McCoy to put the phone to his ear. Now, why is that precise timing so important? Because there's no dialing. Mikey didn't have time to dial, okay? You can't dial and put your phone to an ear in 0.834 seconds. The next time that you're going to see Mikey McCoy, as we just showed you, is in just under 2.5 seconds on the other side of the tent. He's on a phone call. So we can track Mikey, but let's watch the clip again
on the phone
in milliseconds so you really grasp how quickly this transpires. So when this clip was brought, there we go, we're tracking that. Yeah, when the clip was brought to my attention, I obviously have a file, I have a big folder of files of every angle, and I decided to track Mikey from every angle available to see, like, maybe we just missed it, and he did at some point put that phone down, dial a number, speed dial, hold down one, I don't know. Maybe we missed it. Because that seems...
Listen, you ever been in a shootout? I have. I'm going to tell you a little story. Quick little story. East New York. I'm like 5 years old. My grandmother pulls into the little garage, the little driveway that she typically parks in. And all of a sudden, I hear a pop, pop, pop. And my grandmother looks and she tells me, get down. I look to my right to see where the sound is coming from, right? And I see this dude busting shots, walk Pennsylvania Ave, two guns, I mean, that's what I remember, 2 guns. Maybe he just had 1. But the boy was just bucking shots down the in Pennsylvania Ave. And I got down. I went underneath. I went like this in that car, boy. I was not trying to get shot. Look at the way this man walks away so calmly. Like, it's straight out of a Mafia movie, my guy. Like, no fear. No panic. Just straight calm. And on the phone, like, your boy just got shot. He is, like, literally bleeding from the neck. He's out. He's falling back. And you over here in the back of the tent walking away on the phone. How can you explain that? That's your friend. You're like walking away on the phone. No, that's just weird. It don't make sense.
That seems automatic, right? 0.834. That seems pretty quick. And no, he doesn't do that. We even have him in front of Charlie's car. When Charlie is brought to the car, the waiting car rather, he is still on the phone. And I can show you the clip of that. Take a look at this. Don't worry, we'll slow it down for you. See him in the background with the backpack. It's Mikey McCoy. Okay. So what are we to make of that? The only logical conclusion that I can come up with, and many others, because I've pressed, I said, play devil's advocate. I want you to advocate for Mikey McCoy. I want you to play lawyer, and you are representing your client, Mikey McCoy. What was he do? How did he do it this quickly? No one could win this game. The only logical conclusion we come up with was that Mikey was already on a phone call at 12:23 p.m. By 12:23 p.m.
They called his ass.
Phone call.
Yes.
So I said, let's go back a little earlier in the footage and see if we can find when he actually maybe dials onto the phone. Maybe we can see him pick up the phone and begin a call before the shot takes off. And then after beginning that call, if we're following this logic, that would mean he puts his phone down until Charlie gets shot. And we were able to find what we think could be that moment. And I can tell you that it is 1 minute and 45 seconds approximately before that shot goes off, and we can watch that here. You can see Mikey's on his phone here, and you're going to see he pulls it up, and he starts to cover his ear again. Now, that could be unrelated. Again, we're taking a guess here. That's what made the most sense to us because we couldn't justify it in any other way.
Nah, that's crazy. I didn't see that before. Listen, this boy got a phone call right before his best friend or close friend was about to get shot. That looks to me like it was planned. I mean, what else are you going to say about that? Like, that's just not normal behavior. It's just not. Stop it. It's not normal. Okay? All right? It's okay, yeah, sure, it's normal. Like, he could just so happen to have been on the phone. But the problem here is that after your friend gets shot or you hear shots, everybody there is reacting the way a normal person would react. They're running, hauling ass, trying to find cover. They don't want to die. Repeat, they don't want to die. This guy, already on the phone, looks like he gets a phone call. And then when the shots ring out, he walks calmly away, still on the phone.
And I want to be clear, we're not here to make assumptions, okay? And we wouldn't have to make any assumptions if Turning Point USA could just tell the truth. They could just be open and they could be honest about everything. Okay, I obviously went out to both Mikey McCoy and Andrew Colvett for a statement. ask those two questions. Hey, who were you on the phone with? What's going on here? No response. Weird. Because if that was me and I saw clips going viral and people were drawing conclusions from that clip, thinking that I was already on the phone, thinking that my reaction was weird, I would instantly hit back. I'd say, here's my call log. You want to know who I was on the phone with? 911, obviously. I was freaking out. I called 911. I didn't know what I was doing. Here's my phone. Here's my whole call log for that day. But this is, I don't know. I guess we live in a world where that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And it's getting weirder and weirder and weirder. That video right there was chilling as all right? Somebody who claims to be close to boy, it's on the phone, bro. After he gets assassinated. Like, not just on the phone, just he walked away like he knew for a fact ain't nothing happening to him. So I want to congratulate Candace. It seems like she has cracked the case. And I'm not saying that this guy did it. No. He definitely knows who did. So tomorrow, today is, well, it was the 27th. It's now the 28th. So I am dying to see what happens today. Later today, after this bomb of a freaking discovery by Candace Owens, top-notch detective stuff. Oh, man. I cannot wait to see what the hell transpires here on after. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found that interesting, because to me, that was hella interesting and grew just weird. Just weird. I don't know what the hell's happening in this world. Like, seriously, like, it's so dark and demented. It's like, look at his wife. Again, I know nothing about Charlie Kirk, but the moment I saw his wife on TV and I saw how his wife stood in his seat in his own podcast, in her ex-husband's seat after getting murdered, and she was all smiling like, yeah, seeming like such a sweet little thing. Oh my God, I'm so grateful. Your husband just got murdered, bro. You have the energy to take his seat and act like nothing happened? Listen, I haven't done much research on this. I haven't done research at all on this. I'm just using my freaking common sense. From what I've gathered so far, between the media and the coverage of Candace Owens, she's in on it. Call me crazy, but that girl smells like an agent to me. Undercover. Again, Agent 47. Looks like the Mafia is no longer Italian. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. I hope he gets justice soon. Thanks so much, Candace. You're the best. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned for more. I'm just going to keep dripping. All right? So, you have a good one. Till next time.